So the final thing that we're going to now do is go ahead and add some indicators of what's happening as the health is decreased. Um, let's say so at 72, 50, and let's say like something like 20. Um, the only issue is that if we hit set, we will never hit 72 by subtracting by 10. So the first thing we're going to do, instead of subtracting by 10, we're going to subtract by 2, so that way we can hit 72. And we're going to add some indication that the player is, or the health is getting better or worse, depending on, maybe we'll make some sort of talk bubble over here for the character, that will indicate what he's saying or how he feels. We can easily do that by going down here and grabbing this ellipse, dragging it like this. I'm going to copy and paste that and then drag the other part down like that. There we go. So it at least looks like he's the one talking for this. So I'm going to type in label there. I'm going to double click that, drag it over here. And then I'm going to name this LBL talk, or talk bubble. Either way, it's the same. So now I have my LBL talk there, and I'm going to change the text size. There we go. And you notice I'm leaving the content in there so I can see how it actually looks. And I'll change the font. Once I'm done with that, I can do a slow double click and then delete what's inside of there. So I have my LBL talk. So now when I go and make the different levels of concern for the health, then I can go ahead and put it in the LBL talk. Now what I've already done is written the select case. So I'm going to go ahead and put that inside of the gain health, just to save a little time. And here's a little note here that if we were subtracting by 5 or 10, we would never be able to get to, if we were subtracting by 10, we'd never be able to get to 75 or 72. So that's why we wanted to go ahead and change it to subtracting by 2 so that we can get to 72. Okay, so now we have this case here to where we're looking at PB health and the value. And if the value is 72, then it does this. And we're talking about when we're gaining health. So he's saying stuff that indicates that he's getting better. So let's make a test of this and see what happens from there. So right now, he's losing health. And now, let's see if we get to 72 when he's gaining health. There he is. Let's do this. And we'll get him all the way down to 0, and then we get to see all the other ones take place. I feel better, getting stronger after 50, and let's do this after 72. And then at 100 he can say, I'm ready to go, or something like that. Now we're going to do the exact same thing for the losing health. So basically, except we're just going to change what the player says. Okay, so let's try and see how that looks. So now as we're going backwards, we should be able to see, as we shift over this, I don't feel so good after 50, need food. There we go. Need food now. Can't go on. So that's good. So we have both of these working properly. So to recap on this, in order for us to get this sort of indicator of what's happening to him, what we did was, in our lose health procedure that we learned from the last video, we were able to go ahead and add this logic up in here in a select case. And what we are testing is we're testing the PB health value, and that PB health value up here is we're subtracting the value by 2 every time. And over here, we did this in the last video, to where we're just putting text inside of the text bar, or the text block inside of the PB health grid. And then over here we're testing the value, as I said before. In each case, we'll determine what is being said. And basically we did the same thing in the gain health, except we just made them say something different. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And I think what we can do on the next video, on the final video for this health bar thing, is maybe make it to where the health bar, you know, like a timer, like it starts to go down on its own. Okay, so like you click on something and then a timer starts, and it starts to decrease over a period of time. All right, so I'll see you guys then. Bye.